Hi, been asked to do a simple and quick explanatory video around Responsible Campers Association's recent calls to strengthen the criteria needed to provide a defence to defecating in public. Before we start, I would ask those people who have QR code scanners or alternatively phone cameras to please have them at the ready. At about 1.5 to 2 minutes in, I anticipate holding up an image that I will ask you to either take a photograph of or to scan the QR code therein. Responsible Campers Association has been very concerned that a certain group has come out and criticised our recommendations to strengthen the criteria around public defecation defences. Make no mistake that at the moment that defence exists in legislation to public defecation. That defence is simply that a pooper has a reasonable expectation that they will not be seen pooping. We say this is not good enough. For many members of the public, the most offensive part of public defecation, as is often reported in mainstream media and social media, is not seeing people doing the poop, but it is the visual aftermath of seeing it. So the turds and the toilet paper laying on the ground and on pathways. We believe this is not good enough, and therefore we have called that defence criteria be tightened and strengthened. We have asked simply at this time for the government to add in that the poop must be done at least 50 metres from a waterway and be buried 15 centimetres deep. This would align that criteria up with worldwide international outdoor codes as well as worldwide international health guidelines for public defecation. That image. Now this image takes you to our public petition, which is hosted on the parliamentary website, so you may sign it. Underneath the QR code is a tiny URL code, which alternatively can be entered into a search bar on a computer, which will also take you to our petition. Responsible Campers Association has been very concerned about the criticism fired at our recommendations, specifically when one organisation has come out and claimed to speak on behalf of their 112,000 members. I can assure you that those members who are supportive of RCAi have in actual fact come out and said that that statement is not made on behalf of them. They fully support the recommendations of RCAi. Other criticism that our recommendations are little more than an attempt to undermine the current proposals by Minister Nash that are going through a legislative review and drafting are simply incorrect. They actually, if anything, our recommendations are complementary to the proposals of Minister Nash. While we do not agree with the proposals of Minister Nash, our recommendations are such that would apply to everyone who ever defecates in public, not just freedom campers. Even if freedom campers were determined to be the sole 100% offenders of public defecation, the proposals of Minister Nash will never address roadside pooping. For the simple reason is, Mr Nash's solution, which is to give legal status to a currently voluntary New Zealand standard, is a standard in itself which only applies when people are stationary and camping. It does not apply when people are travelling the highways and byways of New Zealand. Our proposals, of course, would apply to everybody, not just campers, anyone who defecates in public. As we say, this is a complementary to any proposals that Minister Nash wants to put up. And that is not in any way suggesting that we agree or support the proposals of Minister Nash. We don't. I will again put up the QR code image for you to scan or to photograph with your phone, so you may read at a future date the tiny URL that is provided there. We ask that you sign this petition, regardless of who you are, what you do as recreational activities. I'm sure you all can make good sense of our recommendations to the government. At this stage, there is a number of councils who support our recommendations, as well as a number of government departments who have also advised support of those changes. Unfortunately, the Ministry of Justice, who oversees the Summary Offences Act, are currently not looking to change or review that act, but have put our recommendations on the list in case they do at any time review those legislative requirements. I do hope you found this short video informative and to the point. I will sign off today. Please do share this video around other interested people, organisations, parties. By promoting solutions such as this, Responsible Campers Association believes we can take a lot of the pressure off freedom campers, such as what is currently being proposed by Minister Nash going forward. We are saddened by the fact that the largest RV club in this New Zealand fails to see the sense of the solutions that we have put forward.